Hello. Today we are going to dive deeper into the weight-bearing walls that hold up our progress towards mass customized learning, and more specifically, providing the ideal learning experience. I'm Jessica Anderson, and I have experienced mass customized learning as a building leader, facilitator, and parent. I'm excited to share more information with you today on our weight-bearing walls and how we can work together to break them down. So where did weight-bearing walls come from? Well, education operates in a closed system paradigm that is defined and organized around 10 self-reinforcing weight-bearing walls, artificial constructs, mental constructs, and inventions that don't exist in any other systems. So what are education's 10 weight-bearing walls? Well, first of all, our 10 weight-bearing walls have been institutionalized by educators. They've been legalized by policymakers, endorsed in teacher contracts, internalized by parents and the public, legitimized through reforms, reinforced by the media. All of this has been done for so long that people think that God Himself invented them and that He demands them. There are 4 questions to ask yourself about these weight-bearing walls. First, what are the weight-bearing walls of our present industrial age school structure? Number 2, what do each of these weight-bearing walls do for us now? Third, what do each of these weight-bearing walls stop us from doing now? And finally, who is using today's technology to do it now? So just what are the 10 weight-bearing walls that are keeping us from truly transforming education? First, grade levels. Courses and curriculum, class periods and a bell schedule, students assigned to classrooms, textbooks, an ABC grading system or student evaluation, learning happens in schools and our use of space, the 9-month school calendar or agrarian calendar, report cards and informing parents, and finally, paper and pencil orientation. So how did all of this come to be? Well, some time ago, my friend Chuck Schwan posed the question, what is getting in the way, to a group of school leaders? And the result was a list of things that seem to prevent us from creating learning experiences in which learners can learn in different ways and in different time frames. These things were labeled as the weight-bearing walls of the industrial age schools. If you haven't already, I encourage you to read Chapter 8 entitled Weight-Bearing Walls in Inevitable Mass Customized Learning. In this chapter, Chuck and B. McGarvey discuss the weight-bearing walls, which used to make sense, and asked, what do they do for us now, and what do they stop us from doing? If we want to provide the ideal learning experience and truly transform education, these weight-bearing walls need to go. So let's dive into each of the weight-bearing walls and find out what they really do for us, what they stop us from doing, and how to use the technology and resources we have today to transform our education system and remove those weight-bearing walls. So first up today, grade levels. What do grade levels do for us? Well, they allow us to group students and to move them through the 12-year cycle. Sounds like administrative convenience to me. I'm not sure that's what's best for learners. What does this stop us from doing? Well, it stops us from allowing all learners to progress at their optimum rate of learning. To be truly learner-centered, we need to do what is best for them and allow them to move through their learning at the rate that is right for them, not us. With today's power technology, it would allow us for the mass customization of products and services. So who's doing it now? Well, think Apple iTunes, or Google, or Amazon.com, Bing. There are many examples of companies using today's powerful technology to customize the experience of their customers. Education just hasn't caught on yet. Number 2, students assigned to the classroom. What does it do for us? Well, it allows us to divide and group students into manageable numbers and to assign staff responsible for control and accountability. Once again, sounds like administrative convenience. What does this weight-bearing wall stop us from doing? Well, it doesn't allow us to bring students with similar learning needs together with a master teacher to study and master a specific learner outcome. Think of the power in meeting learners at their level and providing them exactly what they need. Today's power technology allows for complex schedule coordination. Microsoft Exchange Calendar, Yahoo Calendar, Google Calendar, Apple iCalendar, they all provide the technology needed to create complex schedules. Third, we have class periods and a bell schedule. What does it do for us? Provides logistical control of curriculum, courses, staff, and students. We always know where everyone is, or should be. Once again, administrative convenience alert. This stops us from putting everyone, learners and teachers, in control of getting to where they need to be. With today's power technology, this would allow us to have complex schedule options and coordination. Once again, Microsoft Calendar, Yahoo Calendar, Google Calendar, and Apple Calendar would all assist with this. There are also many learning management systems that can provide for this need. Number 4, weight-bearing wall, is courses and curriculum. What it does? Well, it identifies what we all teach and cover. It divides the content into chunks that fit into quarters, semesters, or years, and ultimately into graduation requirements. However, this doesn't provide authentic learning experiences, and it often doesn't allow facilitators to pull in different learner outcomes from learning pathways that focus on different topics. Think interdisciplinary units or thematic units and how they pull from learner outcomes that make sense, not just have to do with one subject. Today's power technology allows for any content to be available from anywhere at any time. Think Google, Bing, Yahoo, and Wikipedia. Finally, or next, I should say, we have textbooks. What it does, it provides authoritative and dependable content and curriculum in chunks that fit a specific course. Teachers know what to teach, and students know what they are to learn. What does it stop us from doing? Well, it definitely limits the access to nearly unlimited content from anywhere that directly fits learner needs. Again, we must ask ourselves, what is best for learners? As we know, we don't all learn best from reading from a textbook. Today's power technology, virtually all known information, is readily available on the internet, much of it for free. Who is doing it now? Well, Google, Bing, Yahoo, Wikipedia, etc. How about number 6, paper and pencil? What does it do for us? Well, it provides written documentation, records of the performance and achievement of students. What does it stop us from doing? Well, using digital records of student performance that are easily reconfigured in differing formats. An example of this could be a learning portfolio with the digital samples of learners' work that can be uploaded and shared with facilitators, parents, and possibly even future employers. Today's power technology, such as the cloud storage and digital portfolios, make the options nearly endless. Think Google and Apple Cloud Storage, Seesaw, and many more. Number 7, our ABC grading system. What does it do? Well, it allows us to evaluate the progress of all students, rank and compare their achievement, and determine those who have met graduation requirements. However, it doesn't allow each student to create an electronic portfolio documenting his or her learner outcome demonstrations or proficiencies. Today's power technology allows for personal production of all types of media with rather good quality by anyone with a computer and a camera. Who's doing it now? Well, YouTube, Class Dojo, Facebook, Seesaw, many different learning management systems, just to name a few. Number 8, report cards. What does this weight-bearing wall allow us to do? Well, it allows us to evaluate the performance or achievement of students and communicate that evaluation to parents. However, it stops us from providing learners, parents, and teachers real-time information regarding real student achievement. Think of the power of timely feedback rather than waiting for the quarter to end, which often happens with report cards. Today's power technology offers secure, encrypted digital communication with anyone. That is, with a need to know. Who's doing it now? Well, banks, online retailers, especially Amazon and eBay. Number 9, learning happens only in schools. This weight-bearing wall allows the school system to be in control of students, to create a system of accountability for the physical well-being of learners, and to efficiently administer a logistically complex organization. However, it doesn't allow learning to happen in real-life context, making effective use of community resources, and it doesn't allow both physical and human resources. Today's power technology allows anyone to learn anything from anywhere at any time, from worldwide resources and experts. Who's doing it now? Well, think of the limitless opportunities for online learning, exchange programs, mentoring programs, learner shadowing opportunities, again, just to name a few. And finally, our 9-month school year. What does this weight-bearing wall do for us? Well, it does allow parents to schedule vacations and to have the youngsters home to help harvest the crops. Having a little fun here, but when we polled a group of educational leaders, no one could really come up with any reason other than it's just tradition, or I guess it's what we've always done. And this stops continuous learning and development from taking place. Today's power technology allows for nearly all types of businesses and especially knowledge work. It can be conducted from anywhere in the world 24/7, 365. Virtually all online information sources and businesses are doing this. In short, anyone in the U.S. basically born after 1980. And Chuck would argue, the majority of Sun City, Arizona retirees. By removing the weight-bearing walls that are part of our industrial age education system, we will be able to provide the ideal learning experience for all learners. That is, every hour of every day, driven by intrinsic motivation, each learner is met at his or her learning level, is using one of his or her best learning styles, is learning skills and concepts with content of high interest to him or her, understands the relevancy of what he or she is learning, is challenged and successful, and looks forward to coming back tomorrow. So as a follow-up to learning more about the weight-bearing walls, we encourage you as leaders to get with your teams and discuss what weight-bearing walls are in your way and how you can break them down to provide the ideal learning experience. Our kids deserve it. Thanks for listening.